Welcome back friends, this is Fraser from Art Studio. Welcome back friends to the second tutorial of the ZBrush tips and tricks. In this tutorial today we'll be learning how to create a custom menu. Just like you have the menus over here in the menu bar, all the different menus, we can create a custom menu just like this. As you can see, I have over here whatever tools you're using mostly, whatever buttons you're using mostly, all arranged, all organized as per your pipeline, as per your work and requirements. So all the things I need are basically mostly used for sculpting. I have kept it here. You can also see I have created a separate subpalette. Okay, in the menu bar I have created a separate subpalette called deformations. So I don't have to go into geometry and or deformation or subtool and then go into the further settings or further scroll down into dialog boxes or options. I'll get everything here. You can see I have created a special one for brush also. The basic and most commonly used brushes use move, standard, build, clay builder, damp standard, trim dynamic and inflate. So you can create a very similar your own customized brush palette, your own customized deformation palette. Just name it whatever you want to create, customize menu. So for that, first friends, you need to go into the preferences menu, and in the preferences menu you'll find the config option, right? Config option. So once you click on that, the dialog box open, drop down, and you have to enable customize over here. So you have to enable the customize, then only you can start customizing your UI and create your new menu. Okay, so hit this button. As soon as you hit it, it goes under a separate kind of a preview. It gives you a special space over here. You want to create some menus which will add up over here. The next step over here we have is to create the menu itself, right? So in order to create a new menu, new custom menu, we'll go under custom UI, and the custom UI you get the create new menu option. Once you hit that, we get the option to name the menu. So you can name it as you wish. So we'll just name it as, let's name it as ZBrush Special. So just as you hit that button, name it and enter, you get the ZBrush Special menu. Then get this side panel, you can just click over here, double click, and you can turn it off or you can turn it on and open up. So let's just remove these menus for now. Drag this new one which I've created just now for you, drag it here. So we got the ZBrush Special menu over here. Now let's start adding our stuff over here. So let's say I want to create a new sub menu, okay, under this. So what do I do? Again, go into preference, custom sub palette. Okay, so now the button over here, take a note of it, is Control plus Alt. Control plus Alt. Okay, so hit Control plus Alt, left click, drag, and just place it. So you get a sub menu over here. So this is the main menu name and this is sub menu, right? So now we can add stuff over here. For example, if you want to create any model, what do we need first? We always add geometry, right? So under subtool, we'll add something, we'll import something, we'll create. So obviously we'll append. So this is the most commonly used button. So Control plus Alt, left click, hold and drag, and just place it inside sub palette. Okay. Next, if you want to take the duplicate button, you can take the duplicate button, place it just next. If you want to change the positions, again Control plus Alt and just drag and change its position, whether you want to put it down, whether you want to place it up, whether you want to drag it to the left or right, or you want, you can just place it. Next is, if you don't want anything, you can just drag it out and it will be gone from there. So I want the delete button because duplicate, already we have a shortcut for it. So append and delete are the most common ones used from this part. Next we have the split and merge, which we use mostly, so you can have a group split. Okay, so we'll take the group split and just put it here. Okay, then from the merge options we have the merge down, the merge visible, mostly used. We can use merge visible. Let's take the merge visible. So we got that. Next, apart from these, we have the extract, which we use a lot. So you can take the extract and place it over somewhere here so that it goes into the palette. So you have the extract now. Just extract button will not help. You will need these sliders, right? Thickness slider and the smoothness slider. Smoothness, normally you can keep it default to any value you like, but thickness is mostly used to get the variation in thickness. Next, if you want to add something from the geometry, if you use something like the Dynamesh a lot, which we do use, okay, everyone needs to use Dynamesh, ZBrush for sculpting. That's like kind of a go-to buttons. So you take the Dynamesh, just take it here and place it. And now Dynamesh alone will not help. Obviously the resolution is also very important, so you can place the resolution slider just below that. Next, coming to ZBrush, which is also the next important thing. You can just put and drag over here. Now you can see as I push the ZBrush over here, the dynamic resolution has gone down. So I'll just left click Control and Alt and drag it up. Saved. For the ZBrush, we need the target poly count. Okay, mostly. So we just place it here. So this is how you can very quickly customize your own menu over here or sub palette. Now let's name this sub palette something, right? So it's untitled now. To name it, do the same thing, just hover over the untitled option, the naming option, Control Alt and left click. So you get this naming option over here. You can name it like mostly used, let's say. Okay. So these are the mostly used options, which are the buttons or the tools we use over here in ZBrush for sculpting anything, creating anything, right? Now if you want to create a separate sub palette, another sub palette for like brushes, for example, let's say, so go to the preferences again and custom sub palette, Alt Control plus Alt, left click drag and just put it there, right? So you got another sub palette which is untitled now. Once you place the button, you can name it. So let's say we'll keep this for brushes, right? Now to put the brushes, you need to have the brushes menu over here. So let's drag this brushes menu over here, okay? And we'll select from here. You can do the same from here as well, but then you have to scroll it like this and just place it. So either way. So let's say the common brushes we use is move, right? So we can just Control plus Alt and drag the move over here, standard, move it there. Dam standard clay buildup, you can just place it there. Next, we use the dam standard, we can put it there. We can put the inflate brush as well. So just like this, if you have any specific requirements for organic brushes or inorganic brushes, or like specifically for hair or skin, you can create subpalettes for that as well. So I'll just name the subpalette with Control and Alt, left click, brushes. Okay, so these are my go-to brushes, or anyone's who started sculpting. These are the go-to brushes. So now I don't need this and I don't need this as well. So I can maximize my space over here. I can remove this as well, and I will use only this. Okay, only this menu whenever I need to start sculpting. I get this full area, so I just need to go over here and click on ZBrush Special. So this will provide me with all my menus. I can even close this down, okay, and I can open it because it is a sub palette. I can close it, okay, I can open it. So I get all the options under the sub palettes separately organized and classified. Friends, I hope you like the tutorial and you have learned something from it. If you have any questions, queries, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe, hit the like button and share the video so everyone gets to know more about ZBrush. Okay, friends. So with this button done, the most important thing now is once we have created it, it's also important for us to save it, because if you just close the ZBrush now, this menu is not going to show up again. All your hard work and all your, setup and all everything will go. Okay, this menu will go. So in order to retain the menu, it's very important. Once you've done preferences once more, so hit the config. Don't forget to store the config. So what this will do is store your menu in its database. Okay, in C drive, D drive, wherever it's been installed, it will be stored over there in startup. And whenever you open ZBrush, you get the optimized menu ready to use. So just hit that store config button. Master configuration file has been saved successfully and will be restored every time you start ZBrush. So great news. Congratulations. Okay. So every time you open, you get this back. Just like I have created specific other ones like FF menu and custom one more I have created. Like this I showed you initially. So I'm getting this. Okay. So with that done, don't forget the final step over here is, if you want to export the menu, if you want to send it to someone, if you want to share it to someone, then obviously you need to save it, save the UI. Okay, you want to load a new UI someone else has created and they're sharing it to you, then you can load it by using this button. Okay, And if you want to share it to someone else, keep it as a separate doc to share it so that someone else can use, you can share it as well. So friends, I would suggest you to try it out by yourself, or else I could have easily have shared this and give it in under the description. You could have just installed it, but that is not the whole point. The point is to make you independent, to make you free, and make you more knowledgeable so that you are able to do your stuff yourself. And the whole purpose of my tutorial is that to train you so that you don't depend on anything. Anyways, once you've done that, and final thing is don't forget to turn off the enable customize button. Just turn that off, and once you turn it off, we get back to the normal ZBrush, and we are again back into our sculpting mode, and we can start sculpting and carrying on the work. So now we need the special one, ZBrush. Let's say the one we have just now created. I don't need to go into tools, subtools. I'm in ZBrush as a geometry tab and all that for Dynamesh or for ZRemesh. The brushes, I don't need to even hit the shortcuts. At least I can just get everything here, which I need, like the most important ones of here. So friends, I hope you like the video, you learned something from it, and I hope you will create one for yourself and let me know if you have any queries or if you want to share a screenshot of your own kind of menu just to give an idea of collaboration with friends and just share it just like that. You can feel free to share it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, friends, if you haven't subscribed, and just like the video if you have liked it, and share it if you want to share it. So see you in the next tutorial. Till then, goodbye. Take care.